Hello, hello, hello. How are you? My name is Laura Velarde, and you are joining me for my morning makeup routine. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am going to talk today about 3D makeup. What is it? What's the cost? How do I get started? Why do I want to use it? How do I apply it? I haven't done it in a while. Hey, Mary. Hello, beautiful. So I used to, once a week, I'd talk about 3D makeup and I'd break it down 101. What does it come, like, how does it come? How does it arrive? What do I do with it? But I haven't done it in a while. So I thought, I'm going to do that today. So today is cookie baking day for me. Well, at least I hope for it to be cookie baking day. I'm also going to wrap some presents today. All right. So 3D makeup, what is it? Why do you got to have it? All right, so let me tell you what it is. It is a cream-based formula that is perfect for mature skin. It's perfect for any skin, but mature skin, it's especially perfect for. Because it's cream-based, it doesn't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. It's hydrating. It gives you that nice, healthy glow. It's just great makeup. And it's one letter. It's one layer. That's why we call it 3D. So you're only doing one layer of makeup. And so if you think about a current makeup routine that maybe you have, right? You have a bag full of products and you typically have a primer that you put on and a foundation that you put on. And then after that, you typically will contour, throw on some blush or maybe some concealer. And you have all these parts of your makeup that you put on. With 3D, I put my contour on, I put my cheek color on, I put my main highlight and then my brightening highlight, but only one layer. None of them go on top of the other. So that's the first thing you have to know about it. All right, so what is it? What does it look like? So it comes in these little tins that look like this. It comes in tins, and then you just slide the tin open. And then you have a compact, there's all different designs, that has a magnetic back that holds them in place. Now, if you're like me, you might be extra and you might have a bigger palette that you normally carry, and there's all different sizes. So the first step in getting your 3D foundation is getting a color match. And you can't go by the colors that they show on the website because they're not true to what they look like on your skin. So it's really important if you want to try it that you get color matched by me so that you get the right colors for your skin. So now you've got your color match. What do I do with it? When I send you your email with your color match, I'm going to send you a little bit more than 4. So let me explain. I'm going to send you 2 highlight colors that are going to work for you. So I'm going to send you a brightening highlight. I'm going to send you a main highlight, and we'll talk about each one of these as we apply. I'm going to send you a contour color, which also doubles as your brow color. And then I'm going to send you a variety of lip and cheek colors that I think would look great with your skin tone. And you can pick one of them. You can pick a dozen of them. It's truly up to you. So now you place and I give you a link. So if you decide you want to order, and there is no purchase necessary, if you want to just get color matched, you can just get color matched, and that's okay. So then I give you a link and you go into what's called the palette builder. And the palette builder has you select a palette, and then you then start picking out the tins that are going to go inside your palette. So when you do it in the palette builder, you get a credit towards this palette, okay? All right, so now my tins have arrived. Oh, let me tell you one other thing. So your cost of this makeup is gonna be right around $96 for your compact, 4 tins, and then an application brush. So I typically will recommend one of these 2 brushes. This is the 3D brush. This is the buff brush. I personally like this one for beginners because I like the shape of this one when it comes to blending under the brightening by your eye area. But you could choose whichever one works for you. So right around $96 you can get, with tax, you can get your compact with 4 tins and a brush and you're good to go. So now it comes in, what do you do, right? What do I do with it? I've got it, what am I supposed to do? So you're gonna open up all these little tins, so as they come in, and I'll tell you about how long you'll get out of each one of these tins as you open them. So you're gonna open up all these little tins, and then you're gonna drop them in your compact, right? I like to put them in my compact in the order that I apply them. So the first one for me, and this color could be different for you, the first one is my brightener, and it's Aura. So you're gonna take it, and you'll see that it like sticks, because this is magnet. And you're just gonna drop it in your palette and push it to the edge, okay? Then the next one for me is my main, and these are already open because I use them. And so that's Mango for me. So you're gonna drop that in, and you're just gonna slide it over, okay? So then for me, I always put in my contour next. So my contour is the one I do next. So here's my contour, and this is a brand new one because I wanted to show you the 10. But let me get my older one out, the one that I'm working with to finish up. So let me get that one out first because that's the one I'm gonna use. I just wanted to show you how it came in a tin. So then you're gonna take that and you're gonna push that into place. And then whatever cheek color, whatever lip and cheek color you choose, today we're gonna do pink grapefruit. You're gonna take that and you're gonna drop that in your palette. So now here's your palette with your 4 colors. So you've got your brightening highlight, you've got your main highlight, you've got your contour, and then you have your lip and cheek. So now you're good to go. So now what do I do, Laura? What am I supposed to do with these little tins? All right, so now you apply them, and you can apply them multiple different ways. You can apply with a brush, you can apply with a finger. I have even applied with my finger and blended it with a beauty blender. So totally up to you, however you want to apply it. I've seen it done multiple ways. You can use a 3D brush. I've seen people even use like an eyeshadow brush and put it on. So you can do it multiple ways, but this brush, you need the brush that you can buff it at the end or stipple it in. So now that we've kind of gone through that, let's talk about how we apply it, okay? So I'm going to put a clip in my hair so we keep it out of my face and you can kind of see where I'm doing it. And I'm going to use what we call the cheetah hack, because the cheetah hack, to me, if you're a beginner, it's pretty easy to do, and it's basically just using your fingers. So this is my brightening highlight. Now your brightening highlight, that little tin, because sometimes they hear, but these tins are so small. That little tin, hey Luann, how are you? Hello, hello. That little tin for your brightening highlight will probably last you every bit of 6 months. You just don't use a lot, and you'll see that. So I'm gonna pick a little bit up on my finger. See that? And I'm gonna put a little bit right here, and a little bit right here, and a little here, and a little here. That's it. Okay, then I'm gonna pick it up a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and it's wherever you really want some brightening, and I like to put a little bit right here. And then I'm gonna dip one more time, and I'm gonna put some right in here. So this is almost like a triangle, so it kind of comes here. Now, I also run it down the center of my nose, but I do that when I'm done contouring my nose. Okay, so now I've got my brightener. Notice that I didn't put it all the way underneath my eye. Put it on the edge, put it in the corner. Corner, corner. Okay, and there's a reason for that. And we'll talk about that as we go. So then we're gonna go to our main highlight. So think of this one as like your main foundation, your main foundation color. So we're gonna pick that up. For me, it's Mango. For you, could be a totally different color. And we're just gonna kind of dot that in here. Notice I didn't go in here. And the reason why I didn't is because I'm gonna put contour and blush in there. And remember, I told you this is only one layer. So we're gonna dot this. We're gonna dot in here. So it's kind of like, I guess you would call it like the bearded area. Okay. There we go. There we go. Put a little bit right here. And then I like to put a little bit right here and a little bit right here. Okay, so now we've got our main foundation on. So now we're going to go to our contour. So here's our contour. For me, I'm using Astoria. Now your main foundation is the one you will use the most of. So that one will probably last you, depending on how heavy an application you use. And if you have mature skin like me, you want to use a light application. So I would say it would probably last you 4 months. Yep. And I put makeup on every single day, every day. So 4 months. And then you have your contour. So now we're going to take our contour and we're just going to, I'm going to use my dots right along my jawbone here. And the same thing on this side. Okay. And then I like to put a little underneath my lip because I feel like it gives my lip the appearance of pulling out. Sorry, my screen message just came on my screen. So I put a little under here. And then I like to do my jawline. So I'm just going to make like a stripe right here. And I'm going to make a stripe right here. Now your contour would probably last you 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months, I'm thinking. And then I like to fill in this little white area right here, otherwise known as my double chin. And then you're gonna contour up here on your forehead. So we're gonna put some dots up here, and I promise you this will all come together. It looks kind of funny right now though, don't it? So we're just gonna contour right in there. And then the last place that I contour is my nose. And so I like to contour my nose by using my pinkies. And so I put some on one pinky and then I smush it together with the other one like this. And then I just push my 2 pinkies together and I run it right down my nose. And then I always do the tip of my nose. And that's it. It's a super easy way to contour your nose. And I feel like it always gets the lines right. All right, so now that we have that, we're gonna go into our final color, which is our cheek color. Now your lip and cheek will probably last you longer than any other color that's in your palette. And the reason is you use so little. Like it is the least amount that you use. And so, and if you're like me, I don't wear the same color every single day, so I switch it up, right? I switch it up. So we're gonna take our cheek color and we're just gonna put that right above where we put our contour. Right there. And if you need a guide for where your cheek color should go, put your 2 fingers here on the side of your nose and never go past that with your cheek color. So if you, again, you're gonna put your 2 fingers here. It's just a good guide. And then your cheek color also doubles as your lip color. So today we're using pink grapefruit. Okay? All right. So the only other spot that I put foundation on is when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I put some up here. And so I like to take my brightening highlight and I just put a little bit on my lids just to kind of neutralize that a little bit. So I just put a little bit. And we're going to use our contour today for eyeshadow. So I'm going to put a little bit on this side, because I feel like it just neutralizes that purple color that sometimes we get on our lid. Okay. Now the magic happens. So now we blend, right? So I said I recommend this brush for those of you that are new and you're just starting out, because I feel like it's the easiest way to do it. But notice I only have 1 layer of makeup on. And when your skin is mature like ours is, it's important that we don't layer on makeup, because the more we layer on, the more we run the risk that it's going to settle into our fine lines and wrinkles, and we don't want that to happen. Now, is this makeup going to show, are you going to be able to see some fine lines and wrinkles? Yeah. It's not going to erase them, they're there, but it helps minimize the appearance of them, which is why I love it. And it's so lightweight, and because I only use 1 layer, it moves like a second skin. Like I don't feel like I have foundation on. Plus, it gives my skin a nice healthy glow. So I like to basically blend this out in the order that I kind of put it on. So I'm going to take this side of the brush and I'm just going to very gently, and remember, very, very gently, because your eye area is a very sensitive area, especially as we mature. That's very sensitive skin. So all I'm doing is, you can see, it's not even really pulling the skin. I'm just very lightly, very, very lightly feathering out those edges. That's it, okay? So very, very lightly feathering out the edges of that pop color. Okay? Then we're going to do here. We're still working with that lighter color. We're just blending it out. We're blending out the edges of it. Flip to my other mirror. I'm trying to look in the screen of the iPad. And then we're going to feather this out. And then this part right here. Okay? Then we're going to flip and we're going to go to this side of our brush, which is it's not as it's not as dense, and it's more for buffing, stippling. So we're going to start with that side of our brush, and we're going to work on the next color that we put on, which is like our main foundation color. And we're basically just stippling. So we're not moving it around a whole lot. We're just kind of pressing. And pressing. Okay, and then we're going to get this cleaned up and we're going to pull it down our neck. I'm going to do in here and pull it down our neck so that we don't have a line going around our face, right? So now we're going to actually do our nose contour, and we're just going to kind of buff that out, but we're kind of keeping the brush exactly where it's at. So we're not smushing that all over our whole nose. We're just kind of keeping it where it's at. Where it's at. Okay, and then we're going to do up here. And then this part, we're just kind of pressing that and pushing it up into our hairline so that we don't get like a white line going around our head. I will tell you, when I am not live and I am actually just doing my makeup on myself, and I'm not having to talk about it as I go, this process takes me 5 minutes, if it takes me that. Like, it is quick and easy. So the last part that we have right here, that's our contour and cheek color. And we're going to marry those two. So we're kind of going to push that contour color up and into our cheek color, and we're just going to blend those two together. Just blend, blend, blend. We have so many beautiful lip and cheek colors, just so pretty. So I highly encourage you to check them all out because they're pretty awesome. So now we've got that blended, okay? The only spot we're missing right now is we're missing our contour on the top of our nose. So I'm going to take that lighter color, my pop color, which is the first one in my palette. I put a little on my pinky, and I'm just going to run it right here. And I like to put a little on the tip of my nose, and then I just connect that to what I had up here. And then for this, I don't really use the brush. I just kind of take my finger and I kind of blend that until I get it where I want it. But you can certainly use the brush if you want to. I just don't feel like I need to. I feel like I do better if I just use my finger. And then the only thing I do is I take the brush, and at the very end, I just kind of blend that out. That's it. That's it. Super easy. Now, your contour color also doubles as your brow color. And for the longest time, hey Connie, for the longest time, I used my contour color as my brow, but I'm kind of hooked on the brow trio right now. But today, I'll show you how to do your brows with our contour. So let me get just any angled brush, and you're just gonna pick up some of that contour cream, and you're just gonna put it on your brows. Let me finish, I didn't blend that out very good. Now that I see it in the magnified mirror. And then you're just gonna, let me pull this a little closer. And then you're just gonna do your brows. So the good part about this is you don't have to carry an extra product because your brow color also doubles as your contour color doubles as your brow color. So you don't have to carry an extra product with you, which is nice. And then you just get them where you want them. And then once you have them where you want them, you're just going to give them a brush. Give them a brush. Do this side. It's funny because I haven't done my brows with the contour cream in a while because I've been using my brow trio. Which shapes them and everything for me, so I don't have to worry about it. But I wanted to show you that you really don't have to have another product. You can actually just use your contour for your brow color. Okay. And then the last thing I like to do when I am not going anywhere, I'm just doing simple, like today I'm baking cookies, is I take a little eyeshadow brush, and actually you can even take your finger and just put a little of that contour right in here. And it just gives your eyes some dimension. See that? And you could do it with an eyeshadow brush too. And that's it. It's super easy to apply. Then you could throw on some mascara, and that's it. You have your 3D makeup. And the last part is you have to make sure you set it. So we have a setting spray, and I'm a firm believer in using the products that all work together because they're made to work together. So you take, I like to take my setting spray, I spray 2 pumps in my hand, I take a dampened beauty blender and just kind of soak that up, and then I just pat everywhere that I have my foundation. And then I like to make sure I pat my eyebrows because that is a foundation that I just put on there. And that's it. I just pat it, pat it, pat it, and done, done. Throw on a little mascara, I'm done. I can go out the door and be finished, and really be finished. But it gives your skin a healthy glow. It doesn't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. Does it make them go away? No. If you look up close, I have fine lines and wrinkles. I just do. There's not a makeup in the world that's gonna make those go away. What it does do is I feel like it gives me a nice, healthy glow, and it's hydrating for my skin. And as we age, hydration is critical. And it's only one layer. It's only one layer. Now, sometimes I will give you this, that sometimes I hear, maybe I don't like that glow look. You know, what if I want a little more matte look? And what I will tell you is we do have, let me find it here. We do have a vanilla dust setting powder. It comes in a tin, just like the rest of them. I don't recommend putting it in the same with your cream palettes because it's a powder. I don't like mixing those in my palette. So these are like all powders. But you can take that, you can pick up a little bit of that vanilla dust. And so for me, I wear glasses. And so I like to give a little extra setting right around here where I wear my glasses, where they sit, so I don't have to worry about it smudging. Maybe you don't want as much shine on your cheek. You could take a little of that vanilla dust and you could just kind of pat it right in here and not see the difference. It eliminated some of that shine that I had on my cheek. Where I will say to be careful if you are mature is putting powder under your eyes, because sometimes that can cause some creasing. So just be careful with that. But by all means, if you want to eliminate some of the extra shine, take a little bit of that setting powder and just dab it on where you want less shine. And that's it. It is super easy. So I just want to give you a 3D foundation 101 to kind of tell you how it works, how you get started, what do I do, and I've also been known to do a Zoom call with people if you are struggling trying with the application. So if you want to get started, the color match link will be up in the description of this live, so you can just click on that. You'll answer some questions. You'll attach a picture of your beautiful face with no makeup facing a window with natural light coming in, or stand outside. What you want to avoid is don't give me something where the sun's shining right in your face, because sometimes that makes your face too bright, and then don't give me something that has a lot of shadows. But I need natural light to give you the best color match possible and to make sure that you are the most happy with your product. So with that, you guys have an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow, and I am off to first wrap some Christmas presents. Bye.